What is building science? It's the study of how heat, air, and moisture move, and how we control those movements for comfort, efficiency, and durability. Nothing mystical, nothing random. Just physics quietly shaping your daily comfort, whether your home wants to cooperate or not. Passive house gets treated like some futuristic high-tech mystery. It isn't. It's simply what buildings would look like if we'd been following physics from the start instead of relying on, "That's how we've always done it." Passive house principles come directly from building science, which is why comfort stops being accidental. When heat, air, and moisture are managed intentionally, buildings behave the same way every day. Rooms stay balanced, systems work less, and energy use drops without sacrificing comfort. That consistency isn't luck or high-tech magic. It's what happens when physics aren't ignored. Building science is the framework that explains why homes feel the way they do. It connects comfort, energy use, and durability by understanding how heat, air, and moisture move through a structure, and what happens when that movement is ignored. Everything your home does is controlled by three movements: heat moves, air moves, moisture moves. That's it. When those movements are managed, homes feel calm, stable, and predictable. Temperatures even out, drafts disappear, and systems stop working overtime. When they're ignored, homes behave like moody teenagers, unpredictable, uncomfortable, and constantly reacting to the weather. One day it's freezing, the next it's stuffy, and the bills keep climbing. It's not bad luck. It's physics being ignored. Heat always moves from warm to cold. It's relentless, predictable, and completely uninterested in your intentions. Insulation doesn't stop heat. It slows how fast it escapes. When insulation is thin or interrupted by gaps in framing, heat takes the easiest path. That's why some rooms never warm up and floors stay cold. Comfort doesn't vanish mysteriously. It follows physics every single time. Air moves from high pressure to low pressure. That means every crack, seam, and poorly sealed edge is an open invitation for drafts. Your house isn't breathing, it's leaking. Uncontrolled air movement doesn't just cause drafts. It drags heat and moisture along for the ride, multiplying comfort problems and energy loss at the same time. Moisture moves toward colder, drier surfaces, like the inside of your walls. When warm indoor air leaks into cold cavities, condensation forms. Quietly, repeatedly, expensively. This is how you get mold under windows, soggy insulation, wet roof sheathing, and stains no one can explain. They aren't mysteries. They're physics doing what physics always does. Ignore heat flow and rooms never warm evenly, no matter how much you tweak the thermostat. Heat escapes through the weakest paths first, leaving some spaces cold while others overheat. That's why one room feels fine, and the next feels abandoned. The system isn't broken. The physics are just unmanaged. Until heat movement is controlled intentionally, comfort will be uneven and unpredictable. Ignore air movement and drafts take over. Air doesn't leak politely. It rushes through every crack, seam, and unsealed edge it can find. Those drafts don't just steal comfort, they pull heat and moisture along with them. That's why rooms feel cold, systems run non-stop, and energy bills climb. Until air movement is controlled on purpose, comfort will always feel temporary. Ignore moisture and damage hides in the walls. Moisture doesn't announce itself. It slips in quietly, condenses on cold surfaces, and repeats the process day after day. By the time stains appear or materials soften, the problem has been working for years. Rot, mold, and decay aren't sudden failures. They're the predictable result of moisture movement being ignored instead of controlled. Most homes are built by tradition, not building science. Air leakage is dismissed as normal. Insulation gets checked off without regard for continuity or installation quality. Ventilation is treated as an afterthought. Each shortcut seems harmless on its own, but together they create homes that are drafty, inefficient, and unpredictable. This is what happens when physics is ignored by design. When no one controls heat, air, or moisture intentionally, homes are left to rely on luck. Sometimes they feel fine, sometimes they don't, and no one can explain why. Comfort comes and goes, energy bills spike, and moisture problems appear without warning. That isn't mystery or bad weather. It's physics running the building instead of design. And luck, as a building strategy, fails every time. Passive House organizes solutions into control layers: thermal, air, water, and vapor. Each layer has one job, and none of them work alone. Insulation can't fix air leaks. Air sealing can't manage bulk water. Vapor control can't compensate for bad insulation. When these aren't continuous, problems simply shift instead of disappearing. High-performance homes work when every layer does its job. These control layers must be continuous, everywhere. Not mostly continuous, not, we'll fix it later. One break is all it takes for heat, air, or moisture to find the weak spot and undo the rest of the work. Buildings don't fail evenly, they fail at the worst detail. High-performance homes succeed because continuity is treated as non-negotiable, not an optional upgrade once problems appear. Passive House is building science applied consistently, not selectively. The same rules apply at every wall, roof, floor, and opening. Heat, air, and moisture are controlled everywhere, all the time. That consistency is why Passive House works so well. Comfort isn't achieved through guesswork or upgrades later. It's designed in from the beginning by respecting physics at every detail. Passive House applies building science by assigning each problem a clear solution. Extreme air tightness controls air movement so drafts and moisture stop hitching a ride. Thick, continuous insulation controls heat loss instead of fighting it later. High-performance windows eliminate weak points instead of creating them. And HRVs manage fresh air and moisture intentionally, so comfort, efficiency, and indoor air quality all work together instead of competing. Continuity isn't about perfection, it's about intent. Every transition, penetration, and connection is a decision point where physics will either be respected or exposed. High-performance homes aren't airtight or insulated by accident. They're detailed so heat, air, and moisture never get a chance to improvise. When continuity is deliberate, problems don't get hidden, they never get invited in. Controlled ventilation is where building science starts paying rent. Fresh air comes in, stale air leaves, and heat isn't thrown away in the process. Instead of relying on cracks or fans, the home breathes at a steady designed rate. Temperatures stabilize, humidity stays in check, and comfort stops swinging with the seasons. When ventilation is controlled, the house finally behaves as planned. Passive House principles aren't reserved for brand new builds with unlimited budgets. They scale. Existing homes can dramatically improve comfort by addressing air leaks, insulation gaps, and unmanaged moisture paths one at a time. You don't need demolition to apply building science. You need intention. Every upgrade moves the house closer to predictable performance instead of constant compromise. Most moisture problems aren't caused by humidity. They're caused by air movement. When air leaks are sealed, moisture stops hitching a ride into walls, ceilings, and floors. That reduces condensation risk, protects insulation, and slows long-term damage. Fixing air leaks doesn't just improve comfort, it removes a delivery system. Moisture depends on to quietly destroy assemblies from the inside out. Comfort doesn't require starting over, it requires stopping the chaos. Sealing major leaks, improving insulation, and managing ventilation can transform how a home feels without gut renovations. Floors warm up, drafts disappear. Building science upgrades work incrementally, meaning every improvement stacks. Comfort becomes more consistent with each step, not dependent on an all-or-nothing rebuild. What's extreme isn't insulation, air tightness, or ventilation. What's extreme is accepting cold rooms, moisture damage, and oversized systems as normal. Building science simply explains how homes actually work, and what happens when physics is ignored. Predictable comfort, lower energy use, and durable assemblies aren't radical ideas. Passive House isn't about perfection or prestige. It's about applying building science so homes finally work for the people living in them. Efficiency shouldn't require suffering. This channel exists to make building science understandable, practical, and unavoidable. Passive House for the People starts with understanding how buildings actually work. Subscribe for more.